All right, so welcome back to another episode of the Mission Control Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Stearns. This episode is probably brought to you by the team at Roofer. If you need instant roof quotes, clean and pristine proposals, which, it really gives your prospective customers no choice but to buy from you. Hit up the team at Roofer, tell them I sent you. There's going to be a link down in the description. Use that. So today we're going to talk about referrals, more specifically referrals and reciprocal relationships with other contractors in your market, just in different verticals. So if you're a roofing contractor, for instance, leveraging HVAC contractors, or HVAC, if you will. So if you're joining us with video today, it's going to be more beneficial for you because I'm going to do a screen share where my editor, Kristen's going to be so kind as to go ahead and show the screen that I'm sharing on my computer to kind of walk you guys through how you can find and team up with the contractors that are going to yield the most benefit to you from a digital marketing perspective. Because let's face it, we can team up with a local company and send business back and forth to one another, and that's a great advantage of doing so. But if you could also get the supplemental benefit of exchanging content and links with a company that has a strong online presence that would benefit your SEO, that would just be gravy on the taters. So we want to do that, and I'm going to show you how. So you'll notice here that I'm looking for HVAC companies in Providence, Rhode Island. So my biggest concern when I'm referring anyone to a business is it going to reflect poorly on me and affect my relationship with my customer? So what I do to hedge against that is I find good companies to refer business to, right? So if we look for HVAC companies in Providence, Rhode Island, we're going to see a lot of different people here, and we've got T. Gomez Heating and Cooling. I'm going to look at the number of reviews that they have and what their average rating is, right? So T. Gomez is probably someone that I'd want to take a look at because they're at a 4.7 rating with 118 reviews. Regan 1, 4.3, 161 reviews. I'm not touching them. Red Company has 4.9, but they only have 37. It's a small sample size. Prime Heating and Cooling, 4.9 rating with 341 reviews. That's definitely somebody I'd want to take a look at partnering up with. So from there, we would pull up their websites. So you'll see here Prime Heating and Cooling, and we don't really care too much what their website has or doesn't have as far as the actual build itself. What we care about are the things behind the website, as far as whether it's authority score, backlinks, organic traffic, things like that, because all links are not created equally. So if we get a backlink from somebody who has a very high authority score, if they get a lot of organic traffic, they're a local company, that link is going to benefit us more than maybe some other links that are not industry specific, they're not local, they're more spammy links. So if we'll take a look here, we're going to copy and paste getprimehvac.com, and then we'll plug that into, this is SEMrush, and I already did it, but you would just go Command V because I'm on a Mac, or Control V if you're on a Windows. And this is going to give you a snapshot. This is semrush.com. Shows you authority score. I'm not the biggest fan of authority score because it's a third-party metric that they come up with based on all the information that they find on the internet, keywords you have ranking, things like that. So it's somewhat subjective. And I like objectivity when we're looking at these things. So they've got 2,000 backlinks, and they're around 330 people to their site a month as it projects through SEMrush. Just a side note, if you're trying to gauge your organic traffic, use Google Analytics. It's much more accurate than any third party like Moz, Ahrefs, or SEMrush. But for all intents and purposes, in this exercise, we're going to use SEMrush because they tend to be pretty good. They're ranking for 195 keywords total. So decent, not anything earth-shattering. The next company we chose was American Home Heating and Air Conditioning. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go back to SEMrush, Command V. We're going to take a look at what they have going on. So they've got an authority score of 8, 1.7K in backlinks, and they're averaging around 250 people a month. Not too much going on here. If you look at this trend, it's pretty flat over the last 6 months. Over the last 2 years, there's some ebbs and flows. And overall, it seems like their organic presence is kind of declining. So that's worth considering. Then we're going to take a look at FurnaceDuct.com. That's Furnace and Duct Supply Company. So this is a supplier. It's not even an HVAC install and service company. But let's take a look at what they got going on. okay, this is a really nice trend. Like, these are the type of trends we want to see in digital marketing. This makes me very happy. Makes my heart warm, makes me smile. So they're getting around 1,300 people a month to their site, and that's increased markedly over the last 7 to 8 months. They were at around 10% of that back in June of 2023. Nothing's changed too much in their organic keywords as far as things are being found for, but their traffic has increased considerably. Authority score is 17. They've got 478 backlinks. So this would be someone that I'd want to obviously take a look at. Now, in this instance, what I would do if I were the company, if I were the roofing company trying to make a reciprocal relationship here, I'd probably do both. I would probably go with prime heating and cooling based on their volume of reviews and their overall rating. And then I would probably reach out to this supply company, Furnace and Duct, and see, okay, can we have some sort of partnership? So, and that's going to look differently for each one of these companies, because with the HVAC company, the ones that are doing, maintenance, repairs, installs, I think that's a different conversation because, hey, you guys are ultimately selling the same customer. You guys are going after homeowners that obviously have things that go wrong within their home. Your heating and cooling units are going to need to be maintained, tuned, or replaced. Like, that just happens. And same thing with the roofs, right? So if we reach out and just have a conversation, hey, I'm in the same market. We do a lot of business with the same people. So I thought it might make sense based on our reputation and your reputation for us to start sending business back and forth, right? And that's an easy way. That's an easy conversation to have and an easy way to help one another. 2.0 to that would be, creating content, create a blog post for one another's website, adding value to people that come to their website. So for instance, there's going to be overlap between roofing and HVAC. And maybe it's something where, if they do commercial, you're talking about commercial units and them being on commercial roofs and issues that could happen, when you're repairing or replacing a roof as it relates to those commercial units. You write the article for them and just have them include a backlink. And anyone, if they have, it looks like they have someone managing this website, including a backlink is not terribly difficult. And they could do the same thing for your website, write something regarding the overlap between roofing and HVAC. And you could even write it for them, right? And then send them a link. And then you exchange those links. You both procured a local link that's going to help both of you in a meaningful way as far as SEO is concerned. So you're going to get business back and forth from one another, and you're going to get SEO benefit. And it's one of those situations where both of you win. In the instance of the Furnace and Duct supply company, I would just have a conversation with them. We're a local contractor. We have alliances with local HVAC companies, and we have a content team that's willing to write an article for you guys on your website. All that we ask is that, you share a link on the webpage. We'll even write it for you. If you're not sure how to add it to your website, our web team can help you. And if you're working with a marketing agency that cares, I'm sure that they'll be happy to do that. And, if they need help getting it on their website, they would help facilitate that as well. So that's just one way in a local market that you can DIY some SEO opportunities, but more importantly, the referral and relationship side of things, to where this is another cookie jar that you can pull cookies from, so to speak, that you're probably not doing now. I've been in this industry for almost a decade, and a lot of contractors do have referral relationships with other contractors, but they're not intentional about consistently establishing and maintaining those relationships. And I haven't found one instance where they're writing content for one another in exchange of backlinks. And for local SEO, local backlinks can be incredibly helpful. So hope this helped you. If it helped you, share it with someone else. That'll help. And we look forward to speaking again soon.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.